People really gonna know who I am each and every time I go in that ring. I'm a fighter at the end of the day. I'm gonna break you down mentally, and then I'm gonna destroy you physically.
Kid is special. New face of boxing right there.
Describe your opponent.
He don't got the experience I got. He haven't been in the ring with the fighters I've been in the ring with. All the fights show for nothing. This is his first big moment. I've been there before. When you've been all over the world, the Olympics, Dubai, Canelo undercards, like I said, this is not my first one. I know what I gotta do, and I know what I'm going to do.
They crown me king when I'm around. Bow down. Yeah. Victorious. Victory is mine. I'm victorious. I'm glorious. Like the heavens in the sky when they open up.
Is a low blow. I want you guys to show me something and obey my commands at all time, all right? Okay, I'm gonna let you guys touch him up, scoot back. I got him, I got him. I got him. Don't do that. Let's start this off right, okay?
Already a little bit of a warning from Robert Hoyle. Let's start this thing off right. Let's keep it classy. Let's get at it. And Keyshawn runs out the gate for his co-main event slot here at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas, Nevada. Christina Poncher and Jamel Herring here with you. It is the co-main event. Keyshawn in the white and silver trunks. Esteban Sanchez in the blue and white trunks. And Keyshawn's ready to put on a show, he told us in the fighter meetings.
Already pumping that jab.
Davis, just 23 years old, 4-0 with 3 KOs, as I mentioned earlier, 2021 Olympic
Strong start
Games
to the
USA
bottom.
silver medalist, and works out of that B&B Boxing Academy. And you saw Terrence Bud Crawford there in the corner, who his team said Keyshawn would gladly take that spot as Terrence continues to move up and kind of be that replacement when all is said and done with the Crawford career. But making a legacy of his own is Keyshawn Davis, and that kind of starts for him. I think he feels like tonight with his 5th pro fight, because he feels like this is the type of stage that he's meant to be on.
Stop! Let's go. Keep it clean. Keep it clean.
And as you can see, Keyshawn, he's already pumping the jab out, staying busy, keeping Sanchez just thinking. He doesn't know. Sanchez doesn't know what to expect with this kid. This kid has a lot of tools in the toolbox. So. But main thing, you can't really worry about so much on what Davis is doing. You have to, you have to fight your fight. You have to set your own tempo and control the pace and action at will on your end. You can't so much worry about too much of what's going on. Of course you're going to look out for it, but you can't wait to see what's going to happen. Because by then you might feel yourself falling behind by letting the next man dictate the pace and action.
And you can already tell a little bit that Sanchez maybe wants to rough up Davis a little bit. They've gotten close. They've had a clinch a couple times as Davis catches him. There's a good shot. But every time they get in close, right like that, you see Sanchez kind of hold. Kind of wants to use that 19-fight experience as they already get warned.
Referee is not having it already. Like you said before the first bell, they already got a warning. So this could be a rough night.
Well, Keyshawn said, this guy's not scared. He's coming to fight me, and I need to perform great, Davis told us in the fighter meetings. And there's a nice little shot, and slips under that left hook of Sanchez.
You know what's funny? If you take a real close look at what you're seeing right now in Keyshawn, you can actually see a little bit of glimpse of both Bud Crawford and Shakur Stevenson in a way that he fights, especially offensively.
That sounds like the makings of a very special fighter, if you ask me.
Correct.
Round 1 in the books. Good start for Davis.
With William Hill ACCA Club, bet £20 or more on ACCAs throughout the week and get a £5 free bet. William Hill ACCA Club. Fair play, fair value. It's who you play with. William Hill.
More of a family-oriented type of group of individuals, and even now, they're still good. They're still good, good friends of mine to this day.
And speaking of the man himself, Terrence Bud Crawford here to support Keyshawn Davis. Absolutely, and also a really close friend of Shakur Stevenson. He said that he's like a little brother to him. So good to see him continuing to come out and support not only his stable, his training mate in Keyshawn Davis, but also his what he calls little brother in Shakur Stevenson.
Back out there.
Yep, round 2. This one's scheduled for 8. Again, in the lightweight division, Keyshawn Davis and Esteban Sanchez. Davis did some good calculated work off the jab in round 1. Slick defense. Sanchez not really able to land anything. In fact, we have CompuBox numbers here. Just 1 punch landed for Sanchez in round 1.
And everything's off the jab. If you pay attention carefully, he's parrying and testing his range off the with his lead hand, with his lead left hand before he makes an attack. And that's what you see in fighters that are basically controlling the range with in distance with their jab and lead hand.
And what's beautiful too is that he does a great job changing levels on the jab.
Right.
He'll double it up. He'll shoot the stab jab to the body. It's not just head hunting with that lead left hand.
He'll turn it into a left hook. A little short left hook at times, just like that.
Just like on the body. Jamel.
And that's what I mean. That's the thing that you see that Terrence Crawford does a lot himself. With his jab, with his lead hand.
Hard combo pushes Sanchez up against the ropes. Sanchez looking to get some rhythm here offensively.
But again, Sanchez spends a lot of time just waiting and waiting and waiting while Keyshawn's going to fight at this pace if you let him all night. If you allow him, and he's going to pick you apart again. There's 2 stabs in a row. Follow with a check up.
Sanchez got a little left hand in there, but there's a
short
right hand from Davis. Oh, and a nice left hook from Davis.
Nice right hand to the body. And now he's feeling aggressive and he's found his groove and he's pushing forward.
Absolutely.
Because he's found his range. He's found his range.
Looking like a surgeon in there. Here, stab you here, pick you there.
And Sanchez, he's not, and it's complete opposite. He's just throwing, thinking, hoping to land something, but he's not setting anything up. And you can see some. I don't know if I'm seeing it right, but like over the right eye of Sanchez, just from those jabs, it's starting to take a little bit of swelling.
Well, there's about 4 of them in a row right there.
And you can see why if that's the case. Again, he's controlling. He's putting it out there to control the range, and then that's when he makes his attack. When he feels like he's in distance to do something.
Sanchez trying. If you're in the Sanchez corner, Jamel, what are you telling your fighter?
I'm telling him, he has to be first, and he can't make it a chess match because he's going to get out of box so nice. So he has to get mean, he has to get aggressive, but he has to be smart. He needs to stop trying to load up on everything and start setting things up with straight shots. I see a lot of just, windmilling and a lot of overhands that he's missing. And that jab is just so beautiful, from Davis. Everything is just real crisp and sharp.
Stop! Break! What I told you, break!
Referees.
Break.
You're gonna have to earn that money.
Yeah, he's gonna earn his check today.
Yes. Oh, there you go. A little bit better offense there from Sanchez.
He has to get mean in there,
Yeah, I think that's what he's trying to do.
Yeah, straight shots, though. You don't have to load up or anything. Just get in there and then go to work. Nice jab. Again, the jab from Davis is just sharp tonight. He's feint. You know, he's doing everything in there. He's throwing feints to throw Sanchez off rhythm. Keep him just frustrated. You can see, and matter of fact, yesterday in front of me, he said, if I can break you mentally and get you frustrated, I know I got you. That's what I'm going to go in and break you and destroy you. And right now, he definitely has Sanchez mentally frustrated.
100% correct, Jamel said. If I can break you down mentally first, then I know I can put your hands on you. Once your emotions get into it, you're a dead fighter. You can tell right now that he has Sanchez frustrated, just trying to land anything that he can. And when he can't, he's going to the clinch and clinching in Davis to try to rough him up. But there's Davis now trying to give that
some better tactics, you know, leaning on the back of his neck, take away the legs. Good over here, right? A little behind the back head, but
Sanchez kind of dipped his head at the same time that he threw that punch, and that kind of lower movement where he's down there squatting.
And it's not helping him at all because he got hit with a short left hook down there.
Sanchez also not turning over those shots to the body, really just kind of scouting and messy.
Yeah, a lot of arm punches. You know, he's just trying to, you know, touch whatever he can, but he's not putting any torque into it. Oh,
beautiful shot right there. Then comes right back with the jab to the face, then to the body. Crisp overhand right. Slick little uppercut.
Keyshawn being a little slick in there. If you watch closely, he had his arm, you know, Sanchez's arm tightly gripped, and that takes a lot out of on your shoulder to take.
Help with climate change. Wash colder and see.
Out.
Round 4 scheduled for 8, and I was talking to Brian Bomac McIntyre, and he was saying, you know, he's going to get a couple rounds in, feel him out, but look for him to kind of turn it up as we get to the middle rounds, and here we are, round 4. So we'll see if he can stick to the game plan, at least from what he told us. It looks like Sanchez is willing to stand in there and turn it up,
too.
Aggressive.
Yeah, you got to get aggressive in it and stay aggressive. If you have, like right now, he doesn't need to be there with the spacing. He needs to be right there and there often, but he has to be smart. You know, he has to go offense and defense. And, you know, and try to turn on an angle after this combination. Don't stand in front of Keyshawn Davis after you're done throwing a flurry, because you might get, you know, he's gonna return it back.
Keyshawn looking to show some of his defensive prowess, if you will, moving around the outside of the ring, kind of taunting him with a feint here and there, but showing him, you can't hit me, I'm going to hit you with that counter shot, and then keep him moving. Now actually bringing back to the center of the ring, and kind of true to form throughout the fight. Sanchez looking to hold a bit here.
Yeah, right now, Keyshawn, you know, right now he's just taking a little breather, as you can see, but he's still controlling the tempo, still controlling the action. Yep, and here he goes. Every time you give him that space, oh, nice short left hook to the body.
Keyshawn digging the body in the clinch there.
And I see the frustration all over Sanchez's face.
Stop! I got you. We'll take care of that.
Nice jab, followed with a short right uppercut. It just grazed off of Sanchez.
There's a good right hand off the clinch, but do you get the feeling that was a nice little check hook on the inside too, as Keyshawn looks to turn it up a little bit more, but
short shots. And then they're more effective, you know, because he's sitting on them and he's turning into his punches. He's not like you pointed out earlier. Sanchez just throws a lot of arm punches. You know, he's not really sitting on the punches. He's just throwing them. And they're wide. And like I mentioned earlier, there's nothing wrong with throwing the first, but when you just stand in front of your opponent, you're just giving it right back. You know, if you're going to throw, make sure you go from offense to defense. You know, slightly turn.
That's
like
a good
that.
way to use his footwork there.
Get on the angle.
Yeah. Do you think, though, maybe Keyshawn's getting a little bit frustrated in there with motions like that from Sanchez? Or do you think it's, I mean, if you're telling us in the fighter meeting, I want to go in there, I want to perform great, I want to put on a show, look spectacular, but then you got a kind of a fighter that's not kind of allowing and engaging in that regard. I mean, is that frustrating, or you just adjust and keep it moving?
I mean, you have to basically keep cool in there and just adjust, like you said, keep it moving. You can't, you know, and remind you, he's still early and young in his career, so you got to just take these as learning experiences.
As we get closer to the main event, we have some celebrities who have taken. There's this guy. I mean, he's not only a celebrity, he's arguably the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world. Saul Canelo Alvarez has come to join his stablemate Oscar Valdez in his locker room alongside his beautiful wife. It's got to mean a lot to Oscar Valdez to have him and his support here physically on fight night. So
yeah, and right now, you can same goes for Keyshawn Davis. It's great to have a guy like Terrence Bud Crawford, you know, in your corner on fight night.
Yeah, so, and for Shakur also to have.
Yeah, of course.
Absolutely. Round 5 scheduled for 8. Christina Poncher and Jamel Herring here with you in a fight that has been pretty dominant for Keyshawn Davis in terms of efficiency.
The hand speed.
And the hand speed.
Yeah, I don't think
shots.
Enough credit in terms of the hand speed of Keyshawn Davis, because that was a crisp 3-punch combination that he threw. Oh, and the reflexes, because that left hook just grazed up maybe one of his braids.
Sanchez trying to establish some work here to the body. Takes a 2-piece from Davis.
Yeah, little step back, hook up, uppercut. But like I said, it's all about distance and timing for Keyshawn Davis. And using angles, turning, you know, right now, you know, he's boxing people. Of course, you know, you want to go in there and really put a hurting on your guy and basically get a stoppage. But if you can box beautifully and get the rounds in and learn as you go on, you know, that's a plus as well. And right now, I feel like you got Sanchez hurt and frustrated.
And you talk about getting the rounds in. This is Keyshawn Davis' 5th professional fight. His last 3 have been scheduled for 6, but he's only gone that 6-round distance once, and that was in his 3rd professional fight. And
that body shot hurt.
Actually has Sanchez hurt here in round 5, has him backed into the corner as he's possibly looking to get that stoppage right here in round 5. He continues to
throw back.
Pour on the shots, and Sanchez finally smartly holds and tries to walk Keyshawn Davis back. A lot of time to work here for Davis. Maybe taking a bit of a breather here, Jamel.
Yeah, looks like it. But he's staying calm and cool. You know, he's not rushing it.
I mean, he's still got 50 seconds here to work.
Good body.
Sanchez, a lot of Sanchez gets hit with another 2 right hooks and a left as Davis claps his glove together. Sanchez has probably got to show the referee something. Has not had an answer for any of these shots. He has not thrown a punch in the last almost minute here. Oh, to eats another hook there with the left hand.
Sharp right now, sharp and patient. Doing whatever he wants in there, but credit to Sanchez, man. This kid is tough. This guy is tough.
He's looking at the broadcaster going, ooh.
Right now, he needs to focus, though.
Yeah.
He looks good, but, you know, in those little moments, you're letting Sanchez rest when you could have just stopped him.
That's a little bit of that perhaps inexperience or a pro experience or a little bit of, I don't want to call it immaturity, because, I mean, he's putting in the work, but he definitely was kind of looking around, admiring what he was doing, and, you know, maybe could have got him out of there in that moment. We're over 60 seconds probably went by.
Because he had enough time, you know, to be able to just, you know, focus on what was in front of him instead of what was around him. I think he could have got him out of there. But Sanchez definitely needs, you know, there's still a lot of time in this fight. He definitely has to make an adjustment because it's not looking good for him right now.
Looking at the CompuBox numbers, Keyshawn Davis has landed more punches than Esteban Sanchez has even thrown.
That's crazy.
Esteban Sanchez has thrown 112 punches, has only landed 18.
Exactly, and you know, and going to Davis's corner in between rounds, you know, Brian Bowman McIntyre told him to step it up because he's probably seen the same thing we were saying. Listen, you could have got this guy out of there. Let's stop playing, step it up, and get this guy out of there. Don't play with your food, as we say in boxing. Make a statement.
Esteban Sanchez only has one loss on his record, and it was a knockout loss back in 2020 to Luis Montaño Alvarez. Was stopped in the 7th round. That was the only fight he was even ever knocked down. So we'll see if Keyshawn Davis can get a stoppage here, as it looked like he was nearing one at the end of round 5, but maybe let him off the hook just a bit, albeit in a dominant performance thus far.
He still looks good in there. He looks crisp, but like I said, if he just, you know, just focuses and get his guy out of there, you can celebrate all you want after the job is done. But he looks good. He looks good. Sanchez, on the other hand, right now looks like he doesn't have too many ideas. He
took a couple big left hooks there, maybe 4 in a row.
Yeah.
Keyshawn putting in the power shots here to the body, then back up top. Could he sit down just a tad more on these punches, Jamel?
Yeah, you know, because he's standing a little tall, but you know, but you can still see the you know, the pop is that he's better on his punches than Sanchez.
What is that chin of Sanchez made of, though? My goodness.
Granted, right now.
He's taken some serious shots here in round 6 and continues to stand his ground.
And march forward.
Wow.
I think he needs to focus more on the body because, like you pointed out, Sanchez doesn't have a good chin. But I think if he goes to the body, no one can hide, hard shots to the body. It has an effect on everybody.
Everybody.
Yeah, pretty much.
Everybody and everybody. But
this is a beautiful display we're seeing now.
With the double left hook from Keyshawn.
And at this point, the referee's doing this, just letting his Sanchez fight. But I think it's one of those points where you have to look at the corner and say, when is enough enough?
A cut has opened up on the right eye of Sanchez. Peppered by that left hook of Davis, and that is enough. Keyshawn Davis is victorious tonight in Las Vegas.
This kid is good. This kid is something special. And Bowman very excited and happy for him. Rightfully so.
Proud of his young fighter. And how nice must it be to train one of the pound-for-pound best fighters in the world and then have one of the youngest, most talented prospects to come up under that tutelage as well.
It's a great feeling.
It's a great position to be in. And, Keyshawn Davis showed a little bit of everything tonight, but that left hook over and over was just enough. And I mean, and you said it in that moment, maybe his corner needs to think about it. And then finally, at that point, Robert Hoyle said, you know what, let me save this man from himself. Because obviously his heart was not going to let Sanchez quit, but he got hit with a tremendous amount of shots. I mean, over 50% of the body or the power shots have landed tonight for Keyshawn Davis. And Sanchez was just overmatched this evening.
This kid's amazing. incredible.
Kudos to him, though, for his chin. He never went down, never got dropped.
No.
It was crazy to see some of the shots that he took.
He gave it his all.
I think something that we touched on a little bit earlier too is him getting some more rounds in as a pro tonight. I mean, Top Rank does have some great matchmakers, and you got to put your guy in there when he wants to be on the fast track against guys that are battle tested, against guys that are not just going to fold under pressure. And that's what Esteban Sanchez didn't do tonight. He took that pressure and made Keyshawn Davis work for that stuff.
Gentlemen, here inside the MGM Grand Garden Arena, referee Robert Hoyle calls a stop to this bout at 2 minutes, 44 seconds of round number 6. Yeah! Declaring your winner by technical knockout, Keyshawn Davis!
So congratulations to Keyshawn Davis, improving his professional record now to 5-0 with 4 KOs. He's in the ring now with ESPN's Bernardo Osuna, so you're going to hear from the winner tonight before we lead into our main event.
About as impressive a performance as we have seen tonight. Keyshawn, you were landing everything against a guy in his 20th professional fight in only your 5th pro fight. Talk to me about the test that was in front of you.
Honestly, man, he's a great fighter, and I really didn't realize that until the first round. I'm like, wow, he can fight. So I'm in there, I already know I can snap into a different Keyshawn. But he's a great fighter, real respectful fighter. Hats off to Esteban Sanchez, man. I appreciate this opportunity. We should see a lot of Esteban Sanchez in the future, man.
What we will see is a lot of you, especially on the big stage tonight, on your brother Shakur Stevenson's card. It was time to show out. Walk me through your performance tonight as you were able to step it up in levels.
Like I said at first, since the first round, I knew I had to pull some tricks out my bag. Honestly, I just kept staying steady, staying with my rhythm. My coach Bomac kept telling me go to the body, so I've been trying to stab him a lot in the rounds, and honestly, I was just picking up round after round. Today, I love this fight because it actually challenged me. I felt challenged in the ring, and I'm just happy I got a great performance in the stoppage.
57% of your power punches found a home tonight. I mean, that was about as comprehensive a performance as we have seen. But more importantly, it wasn't an easy fight. But this is not the top of what you can do. What is left for you to show?
That's up for Top Rank. They're going to pick my opponents wisely, and I think they know what kind of champion they got on their hands. So, like I said, that's up to Top Rank and the matchmakers. Y'all keep throwing these opponents at me, and I'm going to keep doing what I do. The businessman in the building, man.
That's right. Time to make some money, Joe.
He's got the charisma to back up the skills as well, and the personality. As we take a quick recap.